Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about something that almost every one of us between 18 to 24 is struggling with. And honestly, we don't even realize how deep it goes. It's that loop, the cycle where we move forward a little, then fall back, then start again, and somehow always end up at zero. We set goals, get motivated, watch videos, maybe start something for 2 days, and then again, we are back to wasting hours on our phone scrolling endlessly, imagining success but not actually living it. If it sounds familiar to you, um, so let's break it down, and at the end, we'll talk about the solutions also. So, the part one is the problem, the loop of addiction. Here's the pattern how it looks like. You decide, I want to achieve this goal. Maybe it's fitness, studying, starting a side hustle, learning a skill, etc. etc. At first, you are hyped up, you are full of energy, you start working on it, the graph of life goes up, everything looks right, like everything looks great, but then you get distracted. Maybe you open Instagram, maybe YouTube, autoplay sucks you in, maybe you just sit and daydream about the future instead of actually working. Most of us do this thing, just daydreaming. Slowly, that graph falls down, motivation goes away, you're back to zero again. Then again, one day you get inspired and the cycle repeats. This is exactly like addiction, social media screens, and even our own thoughts become addictions. They give us quick dopamine hits, but they stop us from staying consistent. And the worst part is this cycle makes you feel guilty. You know what you should be doing, but you keep coming back to the same point. That guilt keeps you stuck. So the real problem isn't that you are lazy or not smart enough, but the problem is you are trapped in a loop. So the part two is, why does this happen? Let's understand why is this problem happening. So let's just keep it simple. The main three reasons. The first one is the dopamine addiction. Our brain likes the dopamine, the chemical which gets released. Our brain is wired to chase quick rewards. Like every time you check your phone, watch a reel, or get a notification, your brain gets a dopamine hit. It feels good instantly. It's also called as instant gratification, but it trains your brain to always look for quick entertainment instead of long term results. So, and the second reason is overthinking and imagination. Instead of living in the present and taking action, we spend hours imagining how it would feel if I achieve this. That imagination gives us the illusion of progress, but in reality, nothing is moving. And the third one is lack of systems. Motivation is temporary. That's why when it fades, you stop. If you don't have systems like habits, routines, or an environment that pushes you forward, you'll always come back to zero. So it's important to build systems instead of being relying on just motivation. We'll also cover it in a separate video, like how should we create systems so that we can achieve our goals. But for now, let's go to the part three, which is the solutions. So the solution is, the first one is to reduce the addiction. First, identify what's your addiction is. Like it can be social media, it can be any type of addiction, it can be gaming addiction, etc. etc. Then you should reduce the addiction. You have to limit the screen time, put a timer on apps like Instagram or YouTube, any social media app. There are a lot of social media apps, trackers, or like um, the apps which gives you access that after a certain period of time the app gets closed automatically. So you put a timer and the app reminds you that you have reached a certain amount of time, you have used this app for a certain amount of time, then it closes that app automatically. So I tried it and it helps a lot. And the next thing is replace quick dopamine with slower but meaningful activities like reading, walking, journaling, or even just sitting without your phone. And the second thing is be in the present. Train yourself to stop living in the imagination or just thinking about the past or just thinking about the future. Mostly we think about just past or we just think about the future. but actually we should be living in the present and doing what we want to do. If you catch yourself daydreaming about success, gently remind yourself, okay, that's the future, but what's the one small action I can do right now? Practice mindfulness. Even something as simple as focusing on your breath for a minute helps bring you back to reality. And the third thing is build systems, not just motivation. Start small. If your goal is to study 4 hours, start with 30 minutes daily. Build consistency first. Like you can try the Pomodoro technique, like studying for 24 hours, studying for 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break, etc. Kind of like that. And you have to create an environment that helps. For example, if you want to study, keep your phone in another room and use accountability. This helps a lot. Tell a friend about your daily goals or track your progress in a notebook. Like being accountable to someone is very helpful, or just being accountable to yourself. Use a notebook just simply, or there are many habit trackers that you can use, like apps like Notion or your to-do list app or tasks app, which you can use to track your habits, track your progress daily. And the fourth step is reward the process, not just the result. Don't only celebrate the big achievements like what you dreamt of achieving or what you wanted to achieve, but instead celebrate that the fact that you showed up today, even if it was just 20 minutes of real work. And the part 4 is practical steps you can take. Okay, so how do you actually start breaking the loop? Here are some daily and weekly steps. First, daily do one small task towards your goal, even if it's just 20 minutes. Do it. Just start with smaller amount, but build consistency first. And the second thing is reduce distractions. Keep your phone away while working, or just off all the notifications. Use apps which blocks the social media apps after using for a particular amount, or and just reflect for 5 minutes before bed. Did I move forward today or not? And the weekly things are review your progress. Where did you get stuck? What distracted you? Write everything down. Tracking is very essential. And adjust your environment. Maybe uninstall an app, maybe set a stricter schedule, and reward yourself. Go out, relax, or do something fun if you stayed consistent. So that's all for today. I think it can help you guys achieving your goal. It helped me too. So, and if you found this video helpful, do subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.